DJ Banks, I'm here.
And these freaks again, I'm back.
Another episode of Who in the Stool. I'm very excited about this. I love bringing different cultures to our platform. Now, I don't want to see just one, not two. We're going to keep that going. Who we got today?
We got my boy Shah Leezy.
Shah Leezy. I can't even say it right. My accent. Shah Leezy, all right? King of the Middle East. And we keeping this one, Kenny. I like this one, all right? And we out of here. Bow.
Rapping nostalgic, labels wanting meetings cause they see I'm bout it. I'm Master P grounded, no limit where the route is. I came a long way from crashing on studio couches, my visions stay all down.
We back. We got the Battle of the Beds.
We back, another episode of Who in the Stool.
Ding ding ding.
Let them know who you are, I told you.
What's going on, man? It's the King of the Middle East, Shah Leezy in the building. I'm with my great friends right here, Who in the Stool, man. Thank you for having me.
Shit, thanks, y'all. From the jump, let us know. Actually, let everybody know how you found us, because I like that.
Listen, man, I found y'all on the Explore page. Y'all was real funny characters.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, man, who are these people and stuff? You know what I mean? So I said I did my research on y'all, and then I reached out, and they were nice enough to reach back to me. I was like, all right, I respect it. It came down to the studio, and here we are.
That was actually October 13th, to be exact. I'm going to keep it about. I'm going to tell you the exact date, but today is October 25th. Just like that. Make magic work.
Check this out, man. Subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe.
You know King, but that subscribe thing, man.
And one thing I want to do, professionalism at its best. He emailed us throughout everything. He said, oh, I like this episode here. Flop, so breezy. Shout out to you. And I like all that shit. So that's how we're going to lay the platform just like that. All right?
100%.
Where you was raised at?
I was raised out of Staten Island, majority of my life. I moved out to Manhattan around like 19. I wanted to really pursue this music thing.
Harlem.
Yeah.
To be that, right?
Yes, sir. And I really started just getting it in, just trying to learn how to record myself. I started interning at studios and stuff. Actually, owner of this studio here, my man Jake Palumbo. Shout out to Jake Palumbo.
Can we hear something, yo? What?
I'm saying? Piece of Jake. You feel me? He gave me the opportunity, threw me the alley-oop, and you know, I did a lot of things just to get my foot in that door. Yeah. And that sometimes it's required when you really want to do this music thing. You got to do the other things that a lot of people don't want to do. Came in as a one-man band, started building my own network, and built my own brand, Shah Leezy, King of the Middle East.
You put in a lot of footwork. That's what it says too.
A lot of groundwork.
I tried to do my research, and I feel like you got way more than what we could see. I feel like you've been in this game for a minute.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've been behind the scenes for a minute, and I had the great opportunity. It's like almost like a backup quarterback, almost like just sitting down for a couple of years and just watching how the starting quarterbacks and the superstars carry themselves and stuff, and you just see how they move. And then when it was finally my chance to step in and step into the light, it's like, oh, okay, now he knows what he's doing. He knows how to carry himself, and a lot of that, I attribute that to a lot of the OGs that I was able to study under.
Some of the OGs was able to study under. You want to put some names out there?
You know, man, one of the things I learned in show business, man, never be a name dropper too much. But I will say that for 6 years, I was engineer for Uncle Murder. Shout out to Uncle Murder. You know what I'm saying? I really got to study his camp, study how he carries himself. And that is 100% a real dude. And he gave me the opportunity to rock out at his studio, and yeah, people like Jake Palumbo and various local acts who had buzzers for themselves at the time. Yeah.
I know you say you don't like to name drop, but I see. Did you have a relationship with Fred the Godson?
Well, he was definitely. Well, I didn't have a direct relationship with him, but my man from the Bronx, my man Phil, who is my big homie, he actually helped me fine tune my skills. He was really close with Fred the Godson and his camp and stuff. So I'm sure you're referring to the freestyle that I did for him and stuff. Yeah. So, you know, that really hurt me because I feel like in hip-hop, he was one of the biggest names in underground, and he was a lyrical monster, and I just wanted to pay homage to him as far as like somebody in hip-hop that we lost. He was actually the first life that we lost in hip-hop, like the most notable one, especially in New York. So I really
rap shit.
Yeah, I really didn't want his name to be really forgotten or just be like brushed over, like, oh, he passed away, oh, that's sad. Like, nah, like we need to celebrate him. He's a New York legend.
It's a crazy year, 2020.
2020, man. Shout out Corona, man. How you been moving this Corona thing, man? This pandemic.
I mean, it's crazy, but it's like it forces me to reinvent myself. You know what I mean? We just dropped a whole new project in April.
Talk about it. 420 to be exact, right?
420, absolutely, yes. Beans, Rice, and Lamb.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can get the merchandise link in
fire.
bio. You know what I'm saying? We did it for the
promotion
Habibis.
right there.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up in the kitchen, just cooking. You know what I'm saying? And that was one thing that I had in the cut, and I put it out in the second quarter of 2020. Put out some really dope visuals. Speak my piece, Allah Akbars. I mean, people really perceive.
I mean, God is most great.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But
I had to look it up, but I ain't gonna front.
this man is.
Inshallah, what that mean?
God willing.
God willing. I'm about to say that after that.
Oh, my fault. I knew you were trying to test me, like, oh, how you know your Dean? Let's see if you know What's up? What's this word mean? What's this word mean, huh? But you didn't know that.
So, is there a specific reason why you put it on 420? Is it because of 420?
Well, for two reasons. One, I put it on 420 because, I mean, it's a known day. Obviously, it's weed day, and everybody know that. I got a song on the album called Halal Kush, which, oh, by the way, is going to be the new brand that we're going to be branching off. Is my new clothing line I'm coming out with called Halal Kush. And I'm really excited about that. And when I made the song, I was like, you know what? It makes sense because the theme that we went with the whole project is like we got the Power 420 radio. We got like DJ Sawadis, and he's hosting the project and all of that. So I was like, you know what? It makes sense to put it out on 420. And
I've seen that in the visuals and all that.
Yeah. So, and then now, fast forward, you know, I did a lot of freestyles, a lot of cypher events, and just trying to stay creative because now, you know, what I used to substitute with that before COVID was I did a lot of shows. I was booked for a lot of shows. I was booked for a show every month for the last 2 years. And when this happened, it was like 6 months. I mean, I just started performing like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So to replace that, I gave you content. I gave you freestyles. I jumped on different platforms. I jumped on IG Live, did concerts on IG Live for people. And now, fast forward, now we're starting out the rollout for the new project, which is the Iron Sheik project, which is coming out December 19th.
Hold on, before you get into that.
Okay.
Hold on. That's supposed to be exclusive, right? Like, put all them bonds and stuff, you know what I mean? And I still want to talk about beans, lambs, and...
Beans, rice, and lamb?
Beans, rice, and lambs.
Okay.
I knew it was one of them.
Yeah.
I'm not really a big fan of beans, rice, and lamb. That's just me, per se.
All right.
You don't eat halal.
You eat halal?
But I am a fan. I don't.
Leave.
But I am a fan of this album.
All right. Thank
But
you.
I do have to ask about who's this DJ Sour D person that popped off the whole album. Like, I
so-
try to look him up and all I see is your name. So who is this guy?
So DJ Sour D's was just me using my engineer skills.
Yeah.
I just turned the pitch down.
I looked for him all over. I'm like, nah, it's not on Instagram. It's not on Google. It gotta be you. But
Yeah. So I just turned the pitch down, and I was like, damn, this dude, I don't even need to have somebody. Like, we're gonna just make up a whole character. Fuck it.
So he became a Sour D.
Yeah. So I just wanted to.
I see this shit. Yeah, that shit is funny. I ain't get your foot.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, you know, I'm a weed smoker. You know what I mean? I enjoy my bud. So I was just one day I was playing around with some ideas because I was like, this was towards the end of wrapping up the project. I was like, you know what? We got some really good variety of records here. What can we do to bring it all together? And I was like, you know, what if we added a theme into it? So I was like, what if we did like at the Habibi spot or something? Or what if we did that? So we started playing around with different ideas, and then we came down to the finalization. Like, you know what? You kind of did it. I started with Halal Kush, honestly. I started with that outro and stuff. And then when I tried to use the first idea, I was like, you know what? It doesn't really blend in with the song. I was like, you know what if we just took the outro, what I did for the song, and we just put it as the intro, and we just kind of like, it'll be like a journey almost.
I like it. I like it.
So that's how
and then I think Speak My Piece came right after.
Yeah, and then Speak My Piece came after that. And that's like, a lot of people love that record.
Fire.
That record. And what's funny about that, the producer for the song, for the album, Lifeonmyave. Shout out to Lifeonmyave. You know, when I we actually did the song. I did the bars to another beat, and then I wasn't really feeling the beat, and then we used another one, which was this one, and I spit on it, and then he came in and I played it for him, and he was like, "Yo, this might be the best verse I ever heard you spit ever, like straight up."
Did you feel like that?
I didn't. I really didn't at that time. I was just like, think so? Like, because that was just me being me. It's kind of like it fits in with the brand and everything. And then obviously when we put it out, it was like, wow. And I think also the visuals complemented it as well. Just being at the Habibi spot, chopping up chicken and all that. So people were like, they've never seen it from that perspective before.
Is that around here, that spot?
Oh no, that was actually in the Bronx. My man put me on to that. Yeah, okay. BX, what up?
You used to work there? I don't know what to see you like, you know what I mean? Or you just funny for the spam? Like, yeah.
Well, no. So the funny part was, so my man Phil's like he always go to bat for me hard. Shout out to Phil, man. That's Edomall's finest right there. And he went to his Habibi spot, and he always used to hype me up to his people who work behind the counter, like, yo, listen to my man Shah Leezy. Listen to my man Shah Leezy. He rap, he doing it for y'all. So every time I used to go, he walk in the spot, he talking to me on the phone. The guy in the counter be like, Shah Leezy, Shah Leezy, Shah Leezy, Shah Leezy. So I was messing around. I'm like, yo, man, I might want to shoot a video around sometime. Like, yeah, come over here one time. So then when I just started conceptualizing the idea for the song, I was like, yo, we should do it over there. So my man put the word in, we pulled up. There's nothing. I was living in Harlem at the time, so it was like easy, right over the bridge.
Nah, that was a smooth video, man.
Appreciate
you. You said Harlem, from the Bronx, you from Staten Island, right?
Yeah.
You rep the Middle East a lot.
Yeah.
I want to know like where, because I'm listening to music, you sound deep, so I want to know like where you like come from with that, where you think all your music came from, like, you know what I mean?
Like my studying,
the drive, all
my
of that,
drive,
and everything.
Like I would say,
you was in Harlem or Staten Island.
I mean, that's a hard question.
Middle East, I know you've been there before too.
Of course, yeah. I mean, I've been there like
annually,
my childhood, annually and stuff. So I mean, the start of it, the spark of it was got to be at the home base in Staten Island. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was working out of my parents' basement. I had rappers who are now in Staten Island, like the OGs there. We was recording out of there, like the little fishing rod microphones and stuff like that. You know, but for me, it was just like, I knew that it wasn't going to pop in Staten Island for me, so I had to get out and stuff. So when I went out to college out there, I was like, nah, I really want to make music work. So I guess you could say once I head out to the city, like, and I saw what was going on, I was working out of studios, I was like, oh, nah, the industry here. So I was like, oh, wait a minute. That's when the ambition got bigger and bigger, because you just be around rappers all the time and they showing themselves and you want to prove yourself. So I guess you can say I'm reaching this conclusion now, looking back in hindsight. Probably Manhattan in the city hall.
Right?
You feel like college helped too?
College helped in a degree because, you know, it helped me organize my thoughts in terms of, because I always say, like, you know, when you come out of high school and things, you don't even realize until you graduate college, until you realize, like, oh, wow, like the person you were before, totally different person than you are now. And a lot of it is because college helps you have a conversation, organize your thoughts, be able to deliver
whole different world.
A plan. You know what I'm saying? And I think that helped me shape the plan that I had for music.
Well, with that being said, I want to check out these music videos.
Okay.
We're going to go straight to Speak My Piece.
Okay.
That's cool. And then I want to go to that dancing one too, where you was dancing in there.
Oh, the statement.
You have to see it to see if you're really seeing it. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, all that stuff. I'm not dancing on it now. I got 2 left feet.
But yo, we're going to get into that. Music video, a little break real quick.
Oh, in the stove. What up?
Bow. My fault like this.
Rapping nostalgic, labels wanting meetings cause they see I'm bout it. I'm Master P grounded, no limit where the route is. I came a long way from crashing on studio couches. My visions, they all doubted. No hard feelings, just raw dealings. I made a pillin'. We all fishing, $1 million dreams, I'm finna reelin'. It sounds different when you put that real in what you spillin'. Some take a stab at life, but for me, I want the killin'. No regards for the afterlife, can't see past the lights. Move through life, crossing my back with the passion of Christ, handling fights. I sit back, smoking the night, elevate my crew to furthest heights. I got these woulda, coulda, shoulda saying, could he be? I got a terror squad for jealous ones, still envy me. Playing symphonies for enemies who sent for me. Hit a blast through your speakers, that's the infantry. Now let the plot thicken. Lee's be the flavor on halal chicken. Ain't no sauce needed when you're chained to now. I stay drippin'. The shit you riffin' should stay in the book you like to scribblin'. The young boys call me Mike, the rest of y'all are pippin'. You say the same words over, you start to believe it. I'm the greatest, watch me go, compete and achieve it. Taking L's all my life, am I looking defeated? Revisiting demons just to say that I fought and beat them. The real will see through imitating cause they fabricating. Can't compare it to the grounds I shaped and laminated. Off of words I exasperated. All you molecules, my son, step out of line, evaporate 'em. Where I'm from, they either giving out hood homage or good promise. Should known scholars be speaking out for the squalors. Peace to my Corettas and the Sadas. They standing right beside us. I eat amongst piranhas. This, that. COVID crisis got us paying them prices. Loved ones turning lifeless with the flick of a light switch. Tell me what the meaning of life is when your mans pass on. All the money in the world seems so priceless. Dedicated to one of the nicest. Ready to guard, nothing but bombs on funk flex, bombard 'em with bars. Caution the wind, the spirit now revolves with the stars. Play a track from the homie, he don't seem so far. And I'm mad that I'm making this. We ain't the first to give out dues, but sad news, we be quick to breaking it. The Kool-Aid ain't progressive with no changing it. Just a bunch of quarter water shortchanging it. It costs nothing to show love while we still alive. But passing flowers ain't a thing until we up and die. So all I'm asking to the people who really love the guy, we shouldn't wait until we gone to start with you and I. Yeah. Look, I think it's time we make some changes, mind up in them cages. We ain't gotta blow the house, just make some rearrangements. Build it from the inside, that's what we call a facelift. The problem's in the mirror, most of y'all too scared to face it. Brothers in arms, preventing from harm's way. Good folks in my home is like my feng shui. My songs pray you see the light on a dark day. Like keep grinding, getting lit, it's just a spark away. Moment of zen when I'm holding a pen. Innocent souls, reminiscing, ominous friends. Played the devil to my angel, I was grown with them. But some days I'm really wishing I could hold them again. Phone up a friend and tell them that you miss them, ain't no shame in that. Getting income by yourself, what's the gain in that? I give it back, couldn't buy me for a couple stacks. Build a dynasty, rock the nation, then I fade to black.
Showing us love when we wasn't making moves, but now y'all was reloaded.
Alhamdulillah, I run through them all. Jerome Bettis on the mic when he run with the ball. I put the gloves to the floor, I'm tired of a spar. I came back in fatigues, I'm bringing a war. I'm breaking the leashes, fuck all of the teachers. It's written in pieces, pen me as the author. Kill myself on the track, they call me a martyr. They try to paint what I ain't, they brushes is broader. Load up the bars in the clip, you see what I'm packing. Throw on the beat, on repeat, my mouth to the snapping. I let them think they ahead, then see that I lapped them. Before the rap said I'm the best, I'm talking to Khaled. I'm taking the chances, side eye with the glances. You want a box with a loss, pay you with your manses. They stereotype ya, far from a writer. John Allen Muhammad, when I'm gripping the sniper. Shoot at you rappers with the zoom, take wink, then I light ya. They have they fun for the price, they paying the piper. Middle America, I'm causing hysteria running. With my third eye wide, I seen it coming. This for everybody saying I'm too pop with it. I ain't Shakur, but for sure I'm too ox with it. This that shit to make you grab the fifth and blast off. This that shit to make the women throw a job.
Let's get it, y'all. We back.
Y'all see what's going on.
Shah Leezy.
You know what time it is. King of the Middle East talk. Let's go. Shah talk.
He's calm, but he's very confident. You ain't scared at all, right? When you go on that stage, you be good.
No, when I step on the stage, I gotta let them know who I am, and if they don't know who I am, they're gonna remember who I am once I get off the stage.
Yeah.
That's always my MO.
I like that. What about the music video process?
Well, the music video process.
Cause you have a couple. How many you have, by the way?
Punch.
Yeah, I see. Okay, keep going.
Like not to flex or anything like that, but I got a lot of like content. We try to push as much content as possible. This is a content driven game, especially now that we're in COVID era. You know
Need that.
I mean? Yeah, real militant like.
Yeah.
But to answer your question about the video making process, what I first like to do is obviously make the music and things, and then when you listen to it, I start jotting down ideas. Like, what do I want to do? How do I want to come off? You know, because I don't want to just shoot anything. You know what I'm saying? And I always tell this to younger MCs too. You know, when you're shooting videos, if you don't tell your director or whoever's holding that camera for you what you want to do, 9 out of 10 times they're gonna grab you and be like, all right, yeah, why don't you just like walk up and down this block right here? That's performance shot 1. All right, now why don't you go stand in this corner over there? We're gonna performance shot 2. All right, now I'm gonna play the song and you're just gonna vibe out to it, and that's the B-roll, and that's your whole music video. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't articulate your thoughts and explain exactly what you want and scout locations and all that, if you don't take it into your own hands, especially if you're an independent artist, you're just gonna get a cookie cutter music video. So everything that I try to do, I start from A to Z. Like, how do I want to look? Like, for instance, I got a video called Immigrant's Dream, right? So I was like, oh, what if we did like this like freestyle battle with Trump kind of thing, like we're performing it, because this was around the time when Trump was like doing the whole Muslim ban and stuff. So I was like, all right, I got my man. I was like, yo, I got a Donald Trump mask. Wear this Donald Trump mask and just pretend like I'm just rapping to you like Donald Trump and stuff. And then I found the location for it. It had like a really cool
warehouse,
pretty vibe, warehouse vibe and stuff. I was like, all right, this would be perfect with the mood of the record and stuff. So you have to really, it's up to you how you want to portray that vision and things. And I feel like as we moved along forward, you just seen like the progression in the music videos and the movement. It just gets bigger and bigger, and I attribute that to creativity.
I did see some of the comments. One of them said, I think from an immigrant one, that it's really rare to see people like you rapping so good.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, like the creativity and all that for that video they talking about.
Thank you.
So I did see that. I like that. I want to jump right into it though. Talk about your release coming out, the date. Let them know. You hear that energy?
Release?
Oh, absolutely. December 19th, the new album, the Iron Sheik Tape, Shah Leezy. I'm very proud of this project. This is 2 projects now that we've released in 2020 in the COVID era. One of the hardest working men in show business right now in the indie rap scene, Shah Leezy himself.
Yeah.
And I'm very firm about that. I'm proud of this project. We tried to create this theme of wrestling. I know wrestling rap has become like a new popular thing, especially like what Griselda's doing. And I wanted to just throw my own 2 cents, my own version of it, particularly the Iron Sheik. The reason why I named it the Iron Sheik Tape is the Iron Sheik is Iranian. I'm Iranian myself. And as being Iranian in hip hop, I find myself being the Iron Sheik of the rap game. You know what I'm saying? And he was also the first successful entertainer in America, as far as like an Iranian in America in the 80s. And the way he came out, I guess people didn't see it back then, but when he came out in the 80s, you had this guy who was just talking about, you know, Iran's '1, America's this, and just like stomping his ground on the foot on the ground and stuff. Like, to me, like, even though it was entertainment, I think it was very gutsy of him to do that in that sensitive time, especially when there was a hostage crisis going on. And that was my way of paying respect and homage to him, because without him, like, now you have a lot of entertainers now that are doing not just like wrestling, but just everything. You know what I mean?
Nice.
And it's also, we created it in a way that it's a journey. So when you listen to this project, we ask that you listen to this project in its entirety in full from track 1 to 5. It's 5 tracks.
5 tracks.
So we ask that you listen to it from track 1 to 5 because it's really a journey. And I say it's an EP that sounds like an album, and that's everything that we try to approach it. We want everything to sound like a full-length feature, or how we portray that Shah Leezy sound.
Okay.
And on all platforms, we're gonna be
All platforms, everywhere.
December 19th. Right?
December 19th, absolutely. And that's why you guys are invited to the listening party. You know what I
Is
mean?
this private, or we could invite?
Yeah, you can invite your people. Bring them
I
more
get
people.
some girls coming there, shake that. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, if they gonna shake their ass to some Iron Sheik, I don't know. Then listen, you cracked the Da Vinci Code.
You gonna be performing any songs there?
Yeah, we're gonna be performing in front of everybody. We're gonna be playing the music, performing it, just get a vibe for everybody and stuff. And the thing is, we wanna drop the project the day of the listening party. So when you in there and you get that experience, you're gonna go home and be like, I love this, and you're gonna listen to it on the way back home. So that's one of the new marketing tools.
I like that. You said they're gonna love it. There's no doubt.
Oh
what you
yeah,
say.
I mean, I've said this many times to people. I mean, you want to love your stuff and you want to play your music as much as you can and enjoy it, because you don't want to be late to your own party.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I've thoroughly enjoyed this. I'm playing this so much till I'm bored of it.
You have any features?
I got my man Will Randolph. He did the hook for one of the songs. Shout out to Will Randolph.
Will Randolph.
Shout out to my man Balake for producing. My man Balake produced the first song, the intro of the song. Incredible joint.
Right.
My man Mad Cuts. Shout out to Mad Cuts.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, shout out to all the producers involved.
December 19th. I'm excited.
December 19th.
Oh, I got a real question.
Yeah,
You think it'll be better than beans? Gotta get it. Beans, lambs, and rice.
Beans, Rice, and
I
Lamb?
know message. I mean, beans, rice, and lamb.
Listen, every project I go to, I go into it with the intention of killing the last project. Whatever I build, I'm like, it's time to destroy, because I love my masterpieces. I love everything that I make. But if you can't push yourself to the limit to keep beating yourself, then you're not in it to win it. You know, so I'm a believer that when you hear this project, you're gonna hear even more elevation. We're hitting on different themes, different elements.
Man, these artists, y'all better take notes, man.
Nah, you dropping a lot of gems. I like
believe
everything
he
you're
is
saying.
the hardest working man. I believe it, bro.
I'll talk it, but trust me, the work ethic speaks. I wish we can have this camera on all the time so you can see what it really takes.
Yeah.
I don't care about no highlight reels on Instagram. You know, highlight reels are like, hey, I did it. You know what I mean? I'm all of it. No, I wish you could see like what goes on behind the scenes and stuff. You know, but I love it. This is what we do, and it takes a crazy person to be creative, and
And
I got a few loose screws, but that's okay.
people say you believe, and I think in one of the songs you say a word enough that you start to believe it.
Yeah.
And you call yourself the greatest right after that. You really feel like you're the greatest?
Yeah, you have to. It's a confidence thing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure everybody, I always tell people, you got to look yourself in the mirror and believe in yourself first. You know what I mean? Like, you step in that ring, first step to success, take a chance.
Mm.
You know what I mean? You better know your stance. First step to success, take a chance.
Take a chance.
You know what I mean? And you have to firmly, supremely believe in yourself, because especially when you're first starting out, no one's going to see the vision.
Yeah.
More times than none, the people closest to you, and I said this in the last album, the people that are closest to your glow, they be blinded by envy, because like the people that are closest to you, they don't really see the vision because they blinded, but the people further back that don't know you from a hole in the wall, they're like, oh, I see it, because they see the light better because they're further away. You know what I mean? So I just say you have to always believe in yourself. Always believe in yourself. Even if it's not working and stuff, just keep going. You find it. And passion. Number one thing. Passion. Gotta have passion for what you do. As long as you have passion, you won't lose.
Right.
You know what I mean? You'll go through trials and errors, but eventually it'll work. And I'm living proof of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, people I entered for, you ask Jake, that was just every year. Fail. And then, not bad. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, shit. Good. Great. You know what I mean?
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I see you said the people closest to you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard you say in one of your songs, I believe Freedom, maybe.
Yeah.
That your mom gonna like this one.
Oh, yeah.
That was the song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like your mom likes most of your music?
Yeah, she likes some of the stuff she don't understand because, like, you know what I mean? She's not in tune with American culture like that, you know what I mean? But, like, the Freedom one was a very easy crossover record because you talk about freedom, you're talking about, like, you know what I mean, all of this injustices and Muslim bans and all of that
I feel like it had something to do, like, you talk about your post 9/11 stuff, walking through TSA, right?
Walk right past me.
Yeah, you had a dream that you just walked past you was good, and in reality,
yeah, and then
like
woke up, the bastards grabbed me, tapped me, slapped me, dog, and they almost clapped me, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So shit like that.
Yeah. This is creating imagery of, like, just showing our experience. You know what I'm saying? I can only give you the experience that I'm accustomed to. So with a record like Freedom, that was a record that was pretty much the stepping stone. That was the song that sparked the whole movement. Like, oh, wait a minute, like, you've arrived. I remember I sent that song to my man Phil, and he heard it and he hit me back. He goes, you have arrived. You know what I mean? And after that, there was no stopping me.
What's up with that 6ix9ine mix?
The halal mix.
I'm glad you brought it up.
I wanted to see
mix.
You know, I gotta ask you about that, man.
Oh yeah, you know that was just another studio conversation I was just having with my peoples, you know, and we was like, yo, this guy's coming back home and stuff, and then the question became, yo, I wonder who's gonna do his first interview. That's how the conversation began and stuff, and we was like, I think Angie's gonna do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because Angie's kind of like the cool auntie, like, oh, you know what I mean? And stuff. And then my man was like, nah, I think Lisa Evers is gonna do it and things. So the street soldiers, I was like, oh, you taking it way back. Funny enough, he ended up doing one with Lisa Evers, I believe. Yeah. So as this is all happening, I start playing around with these like I just start spitting some shit, and they're like, yo, that'd be so cool if you just did some like questions. And they're like, you know what would be even better? If you record it and then do it as he goes on live, because then he went on live and stuff. So then, you know, like 5 minutes before he went on live, I posted the track and the video. Did I do? Not in the video, but I posted the track and all of that. I did. Oh no, I'm sorry. I take that back. I did a light video for it, like just something like in the studio performance and stuff. And I put it out there, and it the numbers, people fuck with it. So I was like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? Especially again, and this was again COVID era, so it's like you want to capitalize on moments and talk about things. And my platform is, as an artist, is I touch on topics that affect our society or affect me personally.
And I appreciate you sticking to your truth. Like, you're not really out here trying to do the melodizing thing too much.
Right.
You're not trying to, you're not worried about being in the party scene like that, right?
No.
That's not your lane.
No.
You're sticking to your lane.
Yeah.
And I respect that.
Number one thing, stay true to your brand. Stay on brand. You know, I've met my time, just as my experience of working behind the boards with different artists, I've noticed that they're very good imitators of flow. Like they hear a flow, hear it on the radio, whatever's popping, and they come in the studio and they sound just like whatever it is.
Same shit.
But they don't have identity.
Right.
And when you don't have identity, then you're just a good carbon copy, but you get filtered out eventually. So I always stuck core to my roots because, one, if I don't do the kind of music that I love, then it's a 9 to 5. And I'm not trying to do a 9 to 5. If I'm on a 9 to 5, then I'll just go get a job.
That's the way to put it.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm not making it rain in the club. So why would I give you an imagery of that if I'm not in the club doing that? So I can only give you me and what I represent. And what I've noticed is when you give you yourself, people respect it.
Yeah.
And even if they don't like it, they still gonna respect it. Like, maybe not for me, but I respect what he's doing. He's just being himself. So yeah, I take credit to it.
And that goes into this post that you put today.
Oh yeah.
Planting's downfall.
Talk about it, TMZ. Let's go. Let's get into it.
Planting's
The
downfall
Shah holds no punches.
at being a successful creative was that he never created his own formula of success.
Yeah, because he always wanted the Krabby
SpongeBob.
Patty. He wanted the Krabby Patty recipe. And little planktons get plucked out, you know. And that's a message to all you little MCs out there. I see y'all trying to take my sound. I see y'all trying to do little Middle Eastern stuff. Some little Middle Eastern rappers, I see you little Habibi this, Habibi that. Alright, y'all wasn't doing all that before I came through here.
Talk
You know
about
what
it.
I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, it is very uncharted territory for me because we've entered a new realm of the game where like you start hearing acts kind of taking little bits of your sound, little bits of your style a little
That
bit.
can get annoying, right?
And it is. It's like, it's a little bit of an eye roll. Like, I get it. I understand. It's cool to be inspired, but like a full-time jack move is crazy. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Like, I obviously, I'm not an originator of culture. Like, of course, I've been inspired by Hov. I've been inspired by Big. Like, you know what I mean? Of course, Nas. Like, you know what I mean? But what I did was I took their elements. I took their elements and shook it in a box and made my own. And what I've realized a lot of these cats is doing is like taking little bits of what I'm doing and then trying to like apply it into their music. And I respect it, but maybe later on in life I might appreciate it more. But I'm here for the title, so yeah.
King of the Middle East.
You know what I mean?
Before we get out of here, I do want to see a little bit more of that. I think Iran, I can't say that. Iran, my fault, my accent off. Iran's Finest. Remember that track?
Yeah, Iran's Finest.
How you mixed in both of your languages?
And that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's I seen some acts trying to do the language switch. They trying to do the language switch now when I brought it in. And I see it, I smirk. I'm like, well, gee, I wonder where you got that from. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But yeah, that was a great record. I'm proud of that record. Shout out to Oleg and Asif, both Iranian rappers. And I really wanted to do that song particularly because it meant a lot to me. I wanted to go back to my roots. I wanted to reach back to underground MCs from that region and let them spit their story and tell them and utilize my platform to give them that shine.
And with that being said, December 19th.
December 19th. King of the Middle East. The Iron Sheik Tape. Putting the competition in the camel clutch. Okay? Real main event talk. Championship heavyweight.
My fault, damn. All right.
The energy king.
Energy right there. That's energy I want. Yo, you know what time it is though.
We can hear some of that shit now.
You want to get a taste of this? You want to get a taste of this Iron Sheik?
I want to hear the freestyle.
You want to hear the freestyle?
I want to hear the freestyle.
All right, let's get into it.
Let's get into this. We're going to see if his name builds up to all this credit he put himself on.
Let's get it.
Let's do it.
Nah, you too confident, man. I don't like people too confident. I feel like they're going to flop.
Right.
Well, you know what? If I flop, let me know I flop.
Say no more.
All right?
It's a pleasure.
People will let you know.
And let the people know. Yo, my brother, thank you so much.
I love this interview, by the way. I already know.
Yo,
This is
pay-per-view.
Pay-per-view. And with that being said,
Shah Leezy, DJ Banks, wow.
Who in the stool? Shah Leezy, Iron Sheik Tape coming soon. I'm the Cyrus of ciphers, Rikers hard bars when I ride unicyclist. Now tell me who the nicest is too decisive. Well, if the shoe size fits, it's suicide. You decide, leave the two sides split. Now who this guy who spit? Got rappers pissing in fits, shitting out bricks, camel clutch till they submit. Slim fast on the ropes, Cassius with the quotes. Lights flash, feel the blues when I tap them with the notes. Bring the heat with the smoke, fit a reach when approach. Think fleet on my feet, turn his face into a beat, steady bumping. The ref got paid for nothing. Go rip your scorecards, we don't go to judging. I don't dance around for rounds and start hugging. I'm mean mugging, bite your ear, I'm mic bugging. You don't want nothing. Shy stay leading the league. You disagree, then ask yourself why you looking fatigued. Death coming in threes, walking by, loving the breeze. Walking by you dead rappers, follow me to the breeze. That carcasses, ISIS to your head, off with this. A god of this, and you could be Jesus Christ. Don't forget who your father is. Leezy the God, kid. Yeah, who in the stool? Shah Leezy, Iron Sheik Tape, December 19th. It's the king of the Middle East.